Yo, what's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching, my links are down below. Spiritual readings down below. Timeline surfing, healing and activation down below. Energy healings down below. We have Galactic Akashic readings down below. We have a lot of stuff down below, bro. Look, Solar Akashic readings, bro. Fairy readings, Dragon readings, Angel readings. So much stuff. Patreon is down below. Yes. Let's get into this video, bro. Discord down below too. Drop a like real quick. Yes, sir. And yeah. So when it comes to this video, right, we're gonna talk about the point of no return. How we're kind of at the point of no return. Either you're gonna make that change inside of your life or you're not. It just is what it is. We're gonna talk about a couple of things. Pluto retrograde. Pluto is going retrograde right now, That's going to be affecting us in different ways. We have the new moon coming up on the 8th. Let's talk about all of that. So I'm calling this the point of no return because right now, right? I said it in the last time council video, which is only on Patreon. You guys know how I do. Only certain ones go on YouTube type shit. But when it comes to when it comes to the point of no return, I talked about how we're in a place right now where if you don't decide to like let go of your old self, it's like it's gonna be harder and harder and harder as time goes on. I mean, granted, life will force you more and more and more. Life will continue to force you. However, at the same time, it's like if you're not doing it now, it's gonna be harder in the future. So right now, the moon is in a waning phase, right? The moon started its last quarter in Aquarius, right? That was letting go of things that we're trying to reform. And right now, Uranus, the planet of reformation, is in Venus. I mean, is in Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, aka values. So it's letting go of certain values that you've been trying to reform for a while, right? Now, with the new moon, that's going to be in Taurus. So that's like having new values, right? So you're at a point where it's like you could let go of old values and then step into new values, right? But it's like if you don't take that opportunity, it's gonna be way harder as time goes on type stuff. Like right now, you could claim abundance. However, it's not how you always think about it. People hear abundance and just think money. It's not just about that. It's an abundance of all things, whether it be money, an abundance of positive emotion, an abundance of positive people inside your life. You know what I'm saying? An abundance of new skills and talents, an abundance of knowledge. Right now, a very important one is improving your health. They be saying that your health is your wealth. So it's like you may be focused on getting abundance, which is cool, right? But also focus on your health right now because, I mean, let's say you do get the abundance. If you're not healthy, you can't really enjoy it like that. You know what I'm saying? But on top of that, it's like improving your health is beneficial because when you're healthy, you're naturally aligned with higher frequencies, which make you want to do certain shit naturally, right? So, like, if you're not healthy, right, you could become more tired than the average person. Therefore, you won't have the energy to achieve your goals type stuff. That's a very small example. But on higher levels, health is correlated. Like, I'm not going to say like every person who's healthy is always in tune with their soul, but a person who is healthy, it's easier to get in tune with your soul because with a healthy body, you could take in higher frequencies which are more aligned with the soul. And if you align with the soul, you'll manifest from the soul because a lot of people have goals, and I say this all the time. If they got into with their soul, they wouldn't even have these goals anymore. They will still have goals, but it'll be different ones, right? So it's a perfect time for healing and also recovery, right? Like you could still take action towards your goals. I know that I will, right? However, don't burn yourself out right now. At least use this waiting period to like get your energy back and stuff like that. You can start taking action towards like the new mood, waxing mood period and stuff like that. But yeah, also focused on death and getting rid of the adversary. With Pluto going retrograde, right? Pluto's going retrograde in Aquarius, right? So Your deep impulses are going back inside the side of reformation and rebellion. So you could feel a deep impulse to reform certain things and a deep impulse to rebel against certain things, right? Now, why is that important? When it's going retrograde, these deep impulses tend to be old things that you've been trying to reform for a while, right? Now, once again, we have Uranus, the planet of reformation and rebellion, inside of Taurus, you know? So it's going to be about reforming values, you know? Especially old ones that you've been trying to reform for a while. So let's say you've been trying to value your health more, but you kept on valuing bullshit, right? Well, you may feel a deep impulse to finally start valuing the health way more and transmute that value of bullshit. But at the same exact time, right, you could also feel a deep impulse to just rebel overall, which could be good and bad because you could rebel against something that's holding you back, but also rebel against something that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you gotta be very careful because when it comes to the adversary, right? The adversary is the part inside of ourselves that rebels against source, you know, which is what Lucifer symbolizes. And people love embodying Lucifer for some reason nowadays. It's just a symbol. He's just a symbol. It's a symbol for a negative part of yourself. The fuck? Like, anyway, with that being said, right? When you have that deep impulse to rebel, right? It's going to be about rebelling towards this. It's going to be about rebelling towards things that you've been trying to rebel against, which could be good because if you have been trying to rebel against some bullshit for a while, you're gonna be feeling that shit even more. However, it could also make you rebel against like your goals and stuff like that, you know? Like it could just make you be like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Which is why it's important to be very grounded in who you want to be and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to achieve. Which is best done by getting into with the soul. Which is why healing is important right now because the more you heal, the more you open your channels for the soul to actually come in, you know, whether that be mental healing, emotional healing, energy healing, whatever, right? Shadow healing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You could do, like, even though I offer services for energy healing, shadow healing integration, all that stuff, right? You could do these things on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people, I get it. You do want to just come to me and make it faster real quick. And I'm always open arms. You know what I'm saying? But don't feel like you have to depend on me, somebody else, or anybody. Just depend on yourself to heal yourself up right now, you know? And if you need some extra assistance, I'm here for you. There's several other people here for you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Also, if you guys have been feeling any pain, right? Because they were talking about love, soulmates, and heartaches. So if you guys have like if you guys have went through a breakup recently, it's okay, bro. With this top, like we're going through a time skip right now, and also with the solar eclipse that we had a while ago, which helped to partially activate the time skip and stuff like that. All that stuff is helping us get more into with our true self, you know. Now, with that comes with people living our lives because those people do not always align with our true self. So, if you guys have had a breakup or you guys have lost like a friend or something like that, it's okay, bro. They're not fully aligned with who you are type stuff. And when it comes to getting your soulmate, right? If you just focus on healing yourself, they'll pop up inside your life when the time is right type stuff, you know? So if you're worried about soulmates right now, try to be more receptive towards it. Like just think about what you want to receive. Like when it comes to a soulmate, what do you want to receive from that soulmate? Everything you want from that soulmate, give it to yourself right now, you know? Because because people will realize that if they already had certain stuff that they want from their soulmate, they wouldn't even want the soulmate anymore. Then on top of that, when they actually do get the soulmate, they won't be dependent on the soulmate for what the soulmate brings to them, you know? I'm not saying you can't have your soulmate pop up. I'm just saying you don't want to be dependent and all attached and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Also, when it comes to embodying your true nature more, right? That's really important. Tapping into your true nature and expressing that out to the world and stuff like that, right? Doing that's gonna open doors for you. So if you don't feel called to do it exactly right now, that's cool. You can still take time to rest, recover, transform a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? However, when it starts feeling more and more right, bro, It's time to like put your unique nature out there, you know? And to just let that shit be seen despite what anybody else has to say, you know? So that's really important. That also deals with like when it comes to achieving certain things or like certain goals inside your life, you don't gotta always go by the book. Like people will have like inside their head they'll have like, oh, we gotta do shit this kind of way or we gotta do shit that kind of way. You know what I'm saying? But you really don't. Like there's many different ways to use your imagination type shit, which people don't always want to hear that. Imagination's not real. You told me to imagine, but it's like, bro, this your imagination literally lets you get a sneak peek into what's possible and what it could look like, you know? It also helps to set the foundation inside yourself, telling yourself this is what I want to achieve type shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like be more open to how you do certain things because you may think that there's only this one path right now, but there's way more. Open up your mind. And if you really get into it with your soul and open up your mind, you'll find certain treasure, right? It'll literally change your fate because some of you guys, right, who are who are still like inside the old part of themselves, right? People who have more of an attachment to the old parts of themselves, right, which is not aligned with their soul, they're also attached to that destiny. And they're also attached to that fate. You know, so let's say that which is called you have Bob, then you have the soul, right? So you have Bob and Bob's soul, right? Some people still caught up inside of Bob, right? The old person who's not aligned with their true purpose, all that, they're not aligned with the soul, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if you get into with the soul though, you'll change your fate because fate and destiny come from the fact that deep down inside of yourself, right? You have impulses, instincts, and certain ways of doing things that are just natural, right? Like the way that I do certain shit is gonna be different than you, even on an instinctual, impulsive level. You know, that's your karma. Your karma is like residue of your past thoughts, emotions, and actions, right? These things dictate what you do inside the future. So if you're just a personality who has physical tendencies and material tendencies, right? You're only going to act this materialized way. If you get into with the soul, though, that has higher karmas, right? That has higher thoughts, emotions, and actions, right? You'll get into with the soul, and then you'll literally live out that kind of fate. It's called fate because people be like, is fate really real, or do we have a choice? People say you don't have a choice because most of your choices was not made out of full free will in the sense that the reason why I make a choice, right? Like I can make one choice, right? But then somebody else makes a different choice. That would be based upon how we think, how we feel, what we experience, and stuff like that. What our memories are like, you know what I'm saying? It's dependent on our karma, you know? So it's like somebody could think, oh, that was a free choice that I made. But let's say the choice was to either play with the dog, like let's say the choice was to either go to the park or go to what's like something that's similar to a park but not a park. You have the park and then you have the baseball field, right? Now the person could have said, "Oh no, I chose the baseball field out of free will." But really, they're just scared of dogs, and there's dogs at the park. You know what I'm saying? So if there's dogs at the park and not the baseball field, the person is more likely to choose the baseball field. You know what I'm saying? They have those karmas, right? They have those thought residues, emotion residues, memories, and stuff like that, which make them more likely to actually pick the baseball field. So with that being said, right now, if you clear out certain karmas, right? If you clear out certain thoughts, emotions, tendencies, habits, and you get into with the soul, right? You'll start co-creating with divinity, and it'll be like motherfucking hitting some. It'll be like finding treasure and hitting gold. You'll just create from that place, and shit's gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? But in order to create from that place, you first gotta actually become open to receiving those energies and stuff like that. You know? You see what I'm saying? So I'm calling it the point of no return because if people are not deciding to become their true self right now, it's like, damn, when are they gonna do it? Like, of course, there's a point of return. Like, really, the point of no return is for people who actually do decide to transform themselves. Because if you try to transform yourself right now, bro, there's no coming back, bro. You can't go back to your old self. It's like not like all these burps. What you say? That's confirmation. We have spirits coming up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I only burp when I start spitting facts. I swear to God, I don't usually burp. I didn't eat nothing. I ain't drink nothing today, bro. I just start spitting facts. Spirits start coming up, and now we're here. And now we're here. So, with that being said, what was I about to say? With that being said, if you're trying to transform yourself right now, bro, and you're genuine about this shit, bro, you are going to be changing in your whole entire, bro. Your life is going to change, bro, because you're becoming a different person, and this person has a certain kind of life which is different than the life of the old person that you used to be. You see? So it may not always look like it, but you got to understand that you see the changes first inside of yourself, right? How have your thoughts changed? How have your emotions changed? How have your habits changed? You know what I'm saying? Have you been seeing life differently? Have you been feeling differently about new things? Have you get some new perspectives and stuff like that? Have you learned some new information? It's like that's where you first start to see the change at the person that you are, stuff like that. And I ain't gonna lie, I've been changing a lot on a personal level. And my life has been changing too. I ain't gonna lie, bro. And plus, we be having that guided manifestation ritual in that Discord. I mean, not the Discord, not the Patreon down below and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with the manifestation on top of it, your boy been doing some things, but of course the manifestation for me's been all soul based. I manifesting stuff for my soul, not for the ego. You shib saying, you shib saying. So yeah, a lot of doors can be open right now if you try to become healthy, you know what I'm saying, recover, you know what I'm saying, clear out all that old stuff. They try to bring in that new stuff. You bring in that new stuff, you start showing it off to the world, you know, all these opportunities get open and stuff like that. You start co-creating with the universe and everything like that. You become more receptive, and then you eventually will get your soulmate. Because if you have pain right now, just transmute that, bro. Like use your pain. Because here's how you can use pain, right? Let's say somebody did hurt you, right? Analyze why you got hurt and how you could transform to not get hurt again. Like, don't become like, no, oh, I have no emotions. But just be like, oh, I was too this much with that person. Let me change that around. Or let's say you were too much of something, but it's like you're only too much for that person, but not for everybody else, right? You could just see that, damn, this person showed me that I shouldn't be with this kind of person. So let me take that. Let me take that information, you know what I'm saying, and then use that to eventually find who is meant for me, you know? Like you get a lot of feedback from breakups, whether it's actually showing you something that you did wrong, whether it's you just seeing that that person was not for you type stuff because you guys are two different people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It could have taught you about how to be in a relationship in general. Even if it didn't work out, it could still show you certain shit about relationships in general that you had to learn before your soulmate and stuff like that. It's like it's so many lessons with breakups and stuff like that. So don't let heartbreak make you feel like you're all stuck and stuff like that. Nah. The pain that you feeling, bro, that's there to actually help you grow, to help you learn all that, bro. So yeah, with that being said, bro, really try to transform. You know, when it comes to this new mood, if you already been changing your values up and stuff like that, and get into it your soul stuff like that, you will have some new values which make you act in different ways, which make you have different if you act in certain ways, you get different results, and if you are acting inside beneficial ways, you'll have beneficial results, you know? So yeah, get into it with your true self and those new values. And with that being said, I love you all. I'm gonna catch you in my next video. It's been your boy Dot from Dot That Culture and Entertainment. I'm gonna catch you. God damn, my mouse all stuck in shit. Peace. Fuck, hold on. Oh, there we go.